Hi, tonight we're going to talk about interspirituality. Interspirituality means everyone is free to partake in the spiritual wisdom and resources in all traditions and are able to experience interconnections and unity in the one consciousness that permeates everything. Those who are interested have easy access to all the world's scriptures and the spiritual traditions, and when studied, we find the truth in all of them. We are here to experience our inner divinity and its unity with everything, so we can learn from everything. This is the way to honor the soul by being in the place where the universe is united and honors love, truth, light, and peace. In this place, humanity is our shared ancestry, and love is our theology, affiliation, worship, and belief. Interspirituality is like music, as we trade rhythms, blending melodies, and fusing riffs together with ancient and modern times in a timeless mysticism. Meister Eckhart said, "Theologians may quarrel, but the mystics of the world speak the same language." Alan Watts said, "I had a discussion with a great master in Japan, and we were talking about the various people who are working to translate the Zen books in English, and he said, that's a waste of time. If you really understand Zen, you can use any book. You can use the Bible, you can use Alice in Wonderland, and you could use the dictionary, because the sound of rain needs no translation." Everyone brings a different life experience to this moment. Therefore, everyone has a life history, so they can share and expand our perspective. As we formulate new lessons and new passages from new scriptures, we find new material to grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We coexist so we can learn from others, and if we come across negative ideas in different scriptures, release it and go for the positive to welcome new opportunities. Inner spirituality is not about right and wrong, because the key is to understand not to be right or others wrong. We don't have to agree with ideas that insult our soul, because we can bend and expand without breaking in a rigid standoff. A Zen proverb says, let go or be dragged. Eckhart Tolle says, awaken in a shift in consciousness where thinking and awareness separate. Carl Sagan said, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. We resist change and a new knowledge. We need to use our energy to understand and accept what is true and not worry about what is wrong. It is like understanding nutrition and eating the same foods without meeting our nutritional needs. Our body, mind, and soul whisper what we need to change to make our life better. And if we ignore them, then the soft, hushed tones become a shout. Matthew Fox says, the crisis we find ourselves in as a species require that as a species we shake up all our institutions, including our religious ones, and reinvent them. Change is necessary for our survival, and we often turn to the mystics at critical times like this. Jesus upset and disturbed his Jewish religion and the Roman Empire. Mahatma Gandhi upset Hindu religion and the British Empire after Buddha upset religion before him. They explored the spiritual parts of their beings using ideas and methods conveyed, transmitted, and dispersed from many sources from the world's traditions. That is why there is no distance plan for the inter-spiritual pioneer. Our consciousness is wide open because we have means to approach the spiritual knowledge of all the spiritual traditions. We just have to perceive, recognize, and discern for ourselves to travel through and beware of our consciousness. If we are wise enough to say goodbye to our past, we will be conscious of a new hello. Lao Tzu said, if you were depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Rumi said, I belong to no religion. My religion is love. Every heart is my temple. Ram Dass said, we're just walking each other home. As a discerning adventure in interspirituality, we are all one in fellowship with different cultures and religions. Religious traditions. We gain insight, support a code of conduct and behavior in a spiritual practice that develops our inner life. Love and being human is not judging as Jesus taught, because we accept the positive and negative, balance, and then witness what happens as they guide us on our path. Without our mind analyzing, we simply know the interconnection of everything in spirit and consciousness, as Jesus taught. True being can't be taught or explained, so that is why the universal Christ talked about love and the divinity within. Truth is restored to us when we get rid of everything that interferes with it. Then being is restored. It is always with us, so we are either aware of it or not aware of it. Wherever we go or whatever we do, truth is with us, but we can only help if we are real. That is why Bob Marley said, don't trust people whose feelings change with time. Trust people whose feelings remain the same, even when time changes. Thomas Huxley said, learn what is true in order to do what is right. Ayashanti said, when we're in our true being, the purpose of life is to feel that every moment is the purpose. Our true self sets our compass so we can follow our calling. So the deeper we go into our true self, the more honest and genuine we are. The more we experience divinity and learn from the great spiritual traditions, the more insight we will have to apply to life. We were born to be loving and bright. So when encountering darkness and ignorance, we need diverse insights to get back on track. Our consciousness that is enlightened all allows us to advance with the perception, intuition, discernment, and awareness that we have accumulated from many sources. To unlock our wisdom, we need to sharpen our axe, our mind, with the spiritual secrets hidden in the major religions. We are human, so we need room to learn, expand, and grow spiritually. Room to understand and get inspiration. Rumi said, everything is made beautiful and fair and lovely for the eye, for the one who sees. Muhammad Ali said, rivers, ponds, lakes, and streams, they have different names, but all contain water. Religions have different names, but all contains truth. The Dalai Lama said, the purpose of all the major religions, traditions, is not to construct big temples on the outside, but to create temples of goodness and compassion inside in our hearts. Thank you.